So we'll be doing exercise 6.5. Question 1 is find the maximum and minimum values, if any, of the following functions given by. Now here it is not mentioned whether absolute or local. So whenever they will ask maximum and minimum directly, that means local only. If they will ask absolute, then you can find absolute maxima and minimum. Okay. So here we have to find local maximum and minimum. That means second order derivative test we should apply here. So function is given. Okay. So f of x is 2x minus 1 whole square plus 3. First we will find derivative. First rule, first step is find derivative. Okay. So that will be 2 times 2x minus 1. Then derivative of 2x minus 1 will be 2 plus derivative of 3 will be 0. So f dash of x we got here 4 times 2x minus 1, isn't it? So now next step is f dash of x we should substitute as 0. Okay, put f dash of x equals to 0. So we will get here 4 times 2x minus 1 equal to 0. That is 2x minus 1 equal to 0. X equal to half. So only one critical point we got here, isn't it? Now f dash of x we got here 4 times 2x minus 1. Okay, so we will find double order derivative. So 8 will be the answer. Okay, coefficient of x is 8 and derivative of x will be 1. Now 8 is positive. To apply second order derivative test, we have to check whether the double order derivative is negative or positive after substituting critical value. Now here we got one expression for double order derivative which is irrespective of x, means x is not there. So whether we put an x equal to half, x equal to 1, x equal to minus 1, any values if we substitute for x, f double dash of x will be positive for all x or for x equals to half, isn't it? So if it is positive, that means say x equal to half is a point of local minima, isn't it? So we got point x equal to half is a point of local minima. So this is the point where minimum value of function exists. So therefore minimum value of function is f of half. Okay, so that we have to find. So 2x minus 1 square plus 3 is the function. So here we will substitute half value. Okay, so 1 minus 1 will give 0, so answer will be 3. So what we can write here, therefore minimum value of function is equal to 3 and there is no maximum value. Next question is f of x is equal to 9x square plus 12x plus 2. Okay, so here first step is find derivative. So 18x plus 12. Second step is put f dash of x equal to 0. So we will put 18x plus 12 equals to 0. 18x is equal to minus 12. X is equal to minus 12 by 18. That is minus 2 by 3. Okay, so this we got here x value. Now we will find double order derivative. So since we know, since f dash of x is 18x plus 12, so f double dash of x is 18, which is positive. This is also irrespective of x, so whether we put x value positive, negative, 0, it won't affect the double order derivative value. That means what we can write, x is equal to minus 2 by 3 is a point of local minima. Okay. So now we got here one point minus 2 by 3, which is a point of local minima. Now we have to find minimum value of the function. So since function is 9x square plus 12x plus 2, x we got minus 2 by 3. So we will substitute f of minus 2 by 3, 9 of minus 2 by 3 square plus 12 minus 2 by 3 plus 2. So 9, 4 by 9, this we can 4 into minus 2 plus 2. So 4 minus 8 plus 6, sorry, plus 2. So 6 minus 8 means minus 2. Minus 2 is the minimum value of the function. Next question is f of x is equal to minus of x minus 1 whole square plus 10. So first step is f of x is equal to minus x minus 1 square plus 10. So differentiate with respect to x. So f dash of x will be, see, minus 2 will come out, x minus 1, derivative of x minus 1 will be 1 only, and derivative of plus 10 will be 0. Okay, so f dash of x will be minus 2x plus 2. Now next step is put f dash of x is equal to 0. So that is minus 2x plus 2 equal to 0. So minus 2x equals to minus 2, or here I will write minus 2x equals to minus 2. So x will be 1. Okay. Now we will find, since f dash of x is minus 2x plus 2. So we will find double order derivative here, that will be minus 2. Now minus 2 is expression irrespective of x. X value is not there and it is negative. So for any values of x it will be negative only. So at x equal to 1 also, f double dash of x will be negative. Therefore x equal to 1 is a point of local maxima. Okay, and we can say there is no point of local minima. So now we will substitute x equal to 1 in function to get maximum value of the function. So f of x is minus of x minus 1 square plus 10. Put x equal to 1. So that is f of 1 will be minus 1 minus 1 plus 10. So this bracket will give 0. Answer will be 10. So therefore maximum value of function is, we can write 10. Now next question is g of x is equal to x cube plus 1. So since g of x is equal to x cube plus 1, differentiate with respect to x. So g dash of x will be 3x square. Derivative of plus 1 will be 0. Okay. Next step, put g of dash x equal to 0. Okay, right, put also. So 3x square equal to 0. So x will be what? X will be 0 only. Now, since g dash of x is 3x square, g double dash of x will be 6x. So now here this term we got is not irrespective of x. X term is there. That means at x equal to 0, at x equal to 0 we have to check g double dash of 0. So 6 into 0 equal to 0. So since derivative, double order derivative is 0. So what we got here? We got g double dash of x is equal to 0. That means we can write therefore function have neither maxima nor minimum. Okay. Question is find the maximum and minimum values if any. Function is mod x plus 2 minus 1. So see here, since we know mod function plus 2 is there, will always be positive, isn't it? Now we can subtract 1 from both the sides. So see what we will get, x plus 2 mod x plus 2 minus 1 greater than equal to minus 1. But this expression is what? Our f of x. F of x greater than equal to minus 1. So maximum and minimum values of the function we should find. So here we can see f of x is greater than equal to minus 1. That is, function has minimum value minus 1, but there is no maximum value. So therefore we can write minimum value of function minus 1 is minus 1, and there is no maximum value. Question number 2 is g of x is equal to minus of mod x plus 1 plus 3. So since mod x plus 1 function is greater than equal to 0. Okay. Now we want minus. So throughout minus, from minus we will multiply, or minus 1 you can say. So if you multiply with minus, this inequality sign will change. Then add 3 both the side. So plus 3 less than equal to 0 plus 3. So but what is this? This is our function g of x is less than equal to 3 we got. So what we can do? We can write, see, g of x is less than equal to 3 means maximum value of function is 3 and there is no minimum value of the function. Next question is h of x equal to sine 2x plus 5. So this also we can write h of x is equal to sine 2x plus 5. Since we know range of sine, we know sine range is what? Less than equal to 1 and greater than equal to minus 1. Okay. Now we should get the hx value, that is plus 5 is there. So we have to add 5 throughout. So add 5 throughout we can say. So minus 1 plus 5 less than equal to sine 2x. Okay. Plus 5 less than equal to 1 plus 5. So that is 4 sine 2x plus 5 less than equal to 6. So here both values we are getting. Okay. This is equal. less than or equal to. So we can write therefore maximum value of function is 6 and minimum value of function is 4. Okay then. So next question is f of x is equal to mod sine 4x plus 3. Since we know sine function has range minus 1 to 1, close interval minus 1 to 1, means maximum value of sine function is 1 and minimum value is minus 1. For any values of theta, here we have been given angle 4x. So what we can write here? Minus 1 less than equal to sine 4x less than equal to 1. Okay. Now in our function, if you observe 3 is also there, plus 3, that means we should add 3 throughout. So minus 1 plus 3 less than equal to sine 4x plus 3 less than equal to 1 plus 3. Now 3 minus 1 is 2 less than equal to sine 4x plus 3 less than equal to 4. Now in function mod is also there, so we will apply mod throughout. So mod 2 will be 2 only, so we can write 2 only. Then mod sine 4x plus 3 less than equal to mod 4 is also 4. So we can write 2 less than equal to f of x less than equal to 4. So here we got maximum value also and minimum value also. So we can write therefore maximum value of function is 4 and minimum value of function is 2. Question number 5th is h of x is given x plus 1 where x belongs to open interval minus 1 to 1, means x value lies between minus 1 to 1, less than 1 and greater than minus 1. It is not equal to 1 and minus 1. So we can start from there. We can write here minus 1 is less than x is less than 1. Okay. Now if you observe in question, plus 1 is also there. So we will add throughout 1. So we will get minus 1 plus 1 less than x plus 1 less than 1 plus 1. So 1 minus 1 will be 0 less than, this is nothing but h of x less than 2. If you observe h of x is less than 2 and greater than 0, it is not equal to 2 and not equal to 0, means minimum and maximum value we cannot say. So we can write therefore h of x has neither maximum nor minimum. Okay, this is by method 1. If you want to check by second order derivative test, that also will be possible. Since h of x is x plus 1, so h dash of x will be 1, h double dash of x will be 0. We know whenever we get double order derivative 0, that means therefore function has neither maxima nor minima. So both ways we can write here.